I'm not really that fond of early access games, honestly. Like, the last early access game I really had was PUBG. I mean, sure, the game actually left early access and actually got released, but still. I don't really like the industry of early access games. I think it's really a cheap method for the developers to actually like, the problem is that early access is, how should I put this? Okay, wait. Early access for me feels like a really cheap way for the developers to actually get really easy money from people. The developers are putting out really interesting concepts that people, they like the idea behind the concept, so therefore they're buying it. And since they're buying it, the developers get money, and the developers, since like they're just saying it, is early access. We don't know when we're going to be finished with it. So they can basically just like abandon the game completely if they want to. It actually did get released. It got released now during December, actually. And it's still buggy. It's still a bug fest. So like, there's nothing new there. Where's the boss is down there? Come on, Gork. You should be able to take it himself. So yeah, I don't really like early access that much. I mean, just look at Rust. Rust has been in early access for like, how long? 7 years? Well, maybe not 7 years, but a really long time. And I still don't really understand the concept of like, hey, we're releasing a new kind of game, buy the game to beta test it for us, so we know that it isn't shit. Yeah, it had I think it's 2 or 3 different clients. So yeah, early access is just another cheap way of saying, hey dude, this is actually a demo, but pay to play it. That's basically what early access is. It's just a demo. And we never know if the game is going to get completed or not. I mean, there is developers that are doing early access, and then there's developers like EA. Either you're releasing a game that's not completed, or you're releasing a game that is completed, but saying, give us money. You get more stuff, give us money. That's how the game market is today, and I really hate it. I actually want to have fun with games. I want to have, like, when I'm buying a game, I'm expecting one thing. I'm expecting the game to work. Most of the time, when it comes to games today, they don't work. Like, we're having day 1 DLC, day 1 patches, day 1 everything. Like, really? Why are the developers so greedy? Why do like Nintendo did with Breath of the Wild? They said like in 2013 or something that they were done with Breath of the Wild. Or they were going to release it like 2013, something like that. And then all of a sudden they decided that, no wait, you know what, we're not done with the game yet. We want to work a little bit more on it. And they waited with releasing until 2000, was it early this year? 2017? Yeah, it was. And the game was good. There was like no glitches in it. No, oh, wait, there was some glitches, but not game-breaking glitches. People talk about like EA, they talk about the developers. I don't know, but for me, developer equals programmer. Don't. Developer, I want to put into the developer. I want to say that it's both programmers and designers, and also the marketing team, I guess, because the marketing team has a lot to do when it comes to video game developing nowadays, which really sucks. So yeah, I don't really like games. I don't like developers. They're greedy. The only thing they care about is... Oh wait, hang on. But at EA, the developers being treated like shit as well, at least with DICE. Yeah, I know about that, and I don't understand why they're still working for them in that case. I mean, if you're good at game developing, if you know what you're doing, if you're a good programmer or a good designer, you can jump to any studio you want. Game developing is a bit different compared to other kind of jobs. Like, it's easier to jump between studios, like game developing studios, instead of like jumping between regular jobs. Oh yeah, they're using the young naive thoughts. That's true. That really sucks. Does this stack? Let's see if it stacks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like game developing, honestly. Gaming today is so weird. Oh, wait. Found the exit. They made it like a culture where it's cool to work 10 plus hours every day, almost like they compete who can work the most. I hate companies that does that. My company kinda does that. And I really don't like it. Let's hope that this is the last door. Hopefully it is. It is! Yay! Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, the thing with the game developers is that they're a fresh product, honestly. Oh wow. The only developers I really like, how should I say? The only developers I really trust is the indie developers, because they're trying new stuff that AAA developers are not doing. Oh wow, okay. I mean, like, without indie developers, we wouldn't have... Oh my god, I'm letting through so much shit. We wouldn't have this game, actually. And CD Projekt Red, yeah. Didn't they release, like, a lot of free DLC? I haven't played Witcher 3, actually. So I don't really know how the standard looks for that. Oh, wait, I can move you, actually. What am I doing right now? Some free DLC, 2 paid expansions with that on. Oh yeah, I love that word, expansion. I hate the word DLC so much. Because basically what DLC is, it is a downloadable content. It could be anything. You could pay like 20 euros for a hat. Like, really. At least with an expansion, you know, if someone tells me this game has an expansion, I know for myself that this game has more stuff, like another story to it. With the DLC, I'm like, oh cool, they added hats or something, I don't know. But yeah, I think you understand what I mean.